Hey guys, it's Dem1 again here with a new video for you guys, but before I get started I would like to quickly apologize for the lack of videos over the past few months. I've been very busy with school and all that, and it's been a really stressful school year where I took 2 semesters of full schedules and just a lot of work and a lot of deadlines, very little free time, but now the school year is finally over and I'm on summer break so I can breathe a little easier and hopefully make some more videos for you guys now that I have a little bit more free time. But nevertheless, today I'm here with the 2013 Summer Backlog Challenge. You might have noticed some people doing videos on this recently, and this is actually an ongoing thing that kind of happens every year, where we just pick some games from our backlog that we really want to beat and try and beat them over the course of the summer. And as you know, as collectors, we buy a lot of games and buy all kinds of stuff, and we tend to build up some pretty sizable backlogs over a certain period of time, and I am definitely no exception. I have a sizable backlog, but I have 5 games picked out. This is not all the games I would love to beat. Some of the games I want to beat aren't even out yet. They're coming out pretty soon. And I have like a downloadable game. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start off with the 5 physical games I have here. These first 2 are actually on the Wii, believe it or not. And this first game I'm going to show actually kind of holds the record for being in my backlog for the longest amount of time. I probably bought this game like maybe 3 years ago now, or maybe even more than that, and I just never got around to playing it. I was interested in it when it came out, but that is Lupuna on the Wii. And I hear a lot of people talk about this game, and it's a really kind of overlooked game on the Wii, but I hear everyone say that it's kind of a lighthearted, fun little RPG, you know, that has some reminiscence to like old classics like Earthbound and stuff like that, and it looks really charming and lighthearted from what I can see. But yeah, I've had this game forever and I just never got around to playing it, oddly. Now I think is a good time. I'm definitely in the mood for a nice, light-hearted RPG, so... And I heard nothing but good things from Lupuna, so I'll definitely have to check this out. And the next game I'll definitely like to start playing soon and hopefully beat. I'm a big Kirby fan, you obviously know that. But I actually recently picked this game up off Walmart because they had it for like $10 brand new and I needed to pick it up. But that is Kirby's Epic Yarn on the Wii. I still haven't played this. This is actually still shrink wrap. And I'm a big Kirby fan. I just kind of missed this game when it came out, but I'm definitely looking forward to it. I know it's going to be a fairly easy game since most Kirby games are kind of easy on the easy side, but I love Kirby games just because they're so simple yet super fun to play, and they're chock full of all kinds of charm and quirky little charm that I just love. So I'm definitely looking forward to playing some Kirby's Epic Yarn. It looks great, and I love the style of it where everything's made of yarn and like cloth. So definitely looking forward to playing this. Okay, and next we have a 360 RPG that I've actually recently been playing, and I'm about 6 hours into it. And I recently beat Infinite Undiscovery on the 360, like literally a week ago or so, and I was kind of playing that a lot. And I beat it, and I actually really enjoyed Infinite Undiscovery. It definitely has this quirky nuances, but at its core it's still a really fun, solid action RPG. And let's face it, there's not many action RPGs for the home consoles at least. But this is actually another action RPG, and I'm enjoying it so far, and I hopefully would like to beat it. That is Magna Carta 2. This is an action RPG made by the good folks at Bandai Namco Games. And it's a great action RPG from what I'm playing so far. It starts off super slow, like the first couple hours are like really slow and kind of boring, but then it kind of opens up and the battle system starts to get more interesting and all that once you get your teammates. But yeah, it's a standard action RPG where you roam around from like these big overworld maps and stuff like that, and you have objectives to clear, but you see the enemies roaming and you just kind of choose who to fight and who not. But it's a pretty straightforward battle system where you have like multiple buttons. There's a button to do like special attacks, and you can kind of switch special attacks on the fly. And then you have like a standard action button, like a standard attack button, and there's some options to kind of dodge there. The whole mechanic though is how it works is it's got like this gauge that like you can only do a certain amount of actions before you go overheat, and once you go overheat in the game you basically can't do anything for a while. So you gotta manage like not forcing yourself too much and kind of managing that. It's also got a chain kind of mechanic that lets you kind of switch on the fly between multiple characters to pull off these long chain attack combos and stuff like that. So I mean, the battle system is actually pretty straightforward, but it actually has enough depth there to where it's really likable. Yeah, I dig the setting of it. It's a really pretty game, and I dig the art style, and I'm enjoying it. It's pretty straightforward so far, and the story's starting to pick up a little more, but it's interesting. I'm starting to like the characters, so I'm definitely looking forward to playing more of this. Like I said, I'm only about 6 or so hours in, so definitely looking forward to playing more of Magna Carta 2. Okay, and next I have an original DS game, and I'm kind of in the mood for like another graphic novel game, because last summer one of the games that was on my backlog was 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors, and I played that, and like that was kind of my first time really delving into the whole like visual novel scene and like really playing that, and I really loved it. Like I was addicted to it, and I loved the story. It was just great. But ever since then, I just have that craving now to play like another visual novel game this summer. So the one I went ahead and chose that's been on my backlog is Trace Memory for the DS, and this is a game that I recently picked up, or actually not recently picked up. I picked it up a while ago, but it's a game that has always intrigued me. I dig the story of it from what I read, and it just always looked so interesting. I really dug the presentation of it and all that, so definitely looking forward. I actually played, I think, like only an hour of this a long time ago just to check it out, and I was intrigued, but I just didn't have the time to play it. But now, looking forward to hopefully trying this out and, you know, going through it and beating it. So that is Trace Memory. And the last physical game I'm going to show here that I'd like to beat is a game I've actually put a lot of time into already. I just need to wrap it up. But I absolutely love this game, and I've been pretty addicted to this game recently, but that is Shin Megami Tensei Devil Summoner Soul Hackers for 3DS. That's a mouthful. But this is a first-person dungeon crawler RPG, and I am really loving this game from what I played so far. I actually kind of prefer this over Etrian Odyssey and stuff like that, to be honest, because there's a lot of stuff here that I just love, that I'm a sucker for. But yeah, it's a really great first-person dungeon crawler. The story is one of those stories that kind of unravels over a certain period of time. Like, they don't like force-feed you the story right off the bat, and it's like you kind of build clues, and it starts off maybe a little slow, like story-wise, but it really builds up and it gets super interesting. And it's just like an interesting setting that, like, there's this place, it takes place in a city called Amame City, and you have like different areas you can go to and different dungeons, basically like different buildings that are like dungeons and stuff like that to explore. But it starts off like kind of slow, but then you start to unravel the story, and it gets like a bigger scope. So it has to do with, like, you know, this hacker group and these mysterious crypto chips, as they call them. But it's really super interesting, this idea that people are kind of getting sick from like computer chips and stuff like that are mysteriously being made by some mysterious entities in like a separate universe and stuff like that. And there's like a separate mechanic with like Paradigm X, and there's this idea of Paradigm X, which is like a game you play within the game that's like a virtual reality game where people digitally come together and meet in like forums and stuff like that. Or it's really unique and really bizarre game. Like, I guarantee you have not played an RPG like this, or an RPG with a story like this. This is very different, like a very different RPG. But you have to go into it kind of expecting an old school RPG, because this is over 15 years old, the original Soul Hackers, which came out on the Saturn and PlayStation 1. But I'm addicted to it, and I'm a sucker for demon fusing. That's where I spend a lot of my time, is fusing demons and stuff like that, and trying to get rare demons or just awesome demons. And I'm a sucker for mythology too, and anyone who's played Shin Megami Tensei games know they are heavy with mythology. They take inspiration from all kinds of mythology, and I love that. Like, I used to be a big history nerd and stuff like that, so I'm a sucker for that. But yeah, absolutely love it, man. I can't wait to finish it. Definitely one of my new favorite dungeon crawlers, so looking forward to finishing it off. Okay, and some other games I would like to finish. I'm going to mention two that are not released yet. Both games are actually released on the same day, which is July 16th. And that is Shin Megami Tensei 4, which I'm just a big sucker for Shin Megami Tensei games, and that one looks awesome. I dig the style of it. I'm really excited for it. It just looks very different. I love me some different kind of RPGs. And the other game is a game I'm pretty excited for too, and that's Time and Eternity, for the PlayStation 3, which also comes out on July 16th. I recently pre-ordered the limited edition for that, and I'm looking forward to that. I love the art style for it. One downloadable game I would like to finish that I have on Steam is Bastion. I've been meaning to play Bastion for so long. Like, I've been interested in it for so long, and I got it a long time ago with, like, I get all these humble indie bundles and all these indie bundles, and I think it was included in one of those, and just never got around to playing it, or never had the chance to sit down and properly play it. But looking forward to that now that I finally have some more time to hopefully play it and go through it. But I think that is it, so I think that's going to do for this video. So I'd like to thank you guys for watching my 2013 Summer Backlog Challenge. Of course, you guys can do this yourselves if you're interested. I mean, you can just make yourself a list or something. You don't have to do a video, but just kind of, you know, pick out a few games or so that you feel like knocking off that backlog, because it's a very good feeling to like knock off games off your backlog and not leave games just hanging, you know. I mean, they're meant to be played after all. But yeah, so definitely if you want to do a video, there's tons of us doing it, and you can jump in on the fun, and we're just collectively as a community going to have fun with this. And if anything, if we don't finish this game, it's no biggie or nothing. It's more about the idea of just sitting down, playing some games you've been meaning to play, and just having fun. So if you want to make some videos and jump in with all of us, it's great. We're going to, you know, obviously be talking to one another and hopefully tracking our progress. But nonetheless, thank you for watching, and until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.